Hello there. BoBo, the Bitcoiner is back. And today's subject, do you want to be a millionaire? How? We work all our whole life through blood, sweat and tears. Yet, how many can achieve the millionaire status? Almost impossible, right? We may save enough money after numerous years of hard work and try investing in stock, bond or property. Even then, you has to be very lucky to pick the right investment to become a millionaire. Chances are, if you are a working employee, very few can make it. But right now, at this very moment, we are born in the right time, with the right opportunity, because a technology called Bitcoin Network happened to be at its growing stage. Then this opportunity is created by Satoshi Nakamoto, who invented the Bitcoin ecosystem in 2009. His one-of-its-kind innovation is so original, so significant, so revolutionary that no human before him has ever thought possible. You know, the bank has existed for thousands of years already. It went through all sorts of improvement, refinement to perfection, right up to the current traditional banking system. That's the best they can do. Yet, the system is peppered with all kinds of unfairness, manipulation, and corruption. Now, with one stroke of genius, Satoshi practically made the whole banking system look like child play. Helped by internet, of course, make it possible to have fund transfer quick and cheap. For example, through the Bitcoin ecosystem, we can transfer funds from one corner of the earth to the other corner through internet within minutes and at a fraction of a price. Fast and cheap. You think the bank and payment gateway like JP Morgan, Bank America, PayPal, Visa never think of that? Of course they do. But they could not make it possible before the blockchain comes along. And who invented blockchain? Satoshi Nakamoto, with the blockchain as a revolutionary feature built within the Bitcoin ecosystem. Now all the banks and payment gateways are copying the blockchain technology, but they still cannot make it fast and cheap as Bitcoin Network. Why? Why? No, because they still use third party, fourth party, or even fifth party. How can it be cheaper and faster than Bitcoin Network, which do not need third party at all? Cutting away third party not only enable fast and cheap, right, even more important, it get rid of third party manipulation and corruption. Bitcoin ecosystem is a clean, peer-to-peer direct transfer. Bitcoin ecosystem introduced this concept of cryptography, mathematics, game theory to ensure that all the transactions are verified along the process, with the so-called don't trust, verified concept or feature. By its preset code-based protocol, or so-called code of conduct, bank and payment gateway do not have any standard preset rule-based protocol because they are all too self-reliant. self-esteem, impossible to incorporate into one body like Bitcoin network. All banks want to do it their way, each trying to be better than the other to compete for their own business interests. Bitcoin is the only decentralized blockchain in the world where all the transactions are recorded into one immutable blockchain for the whole world to witness. For the first time in the world, all transactions, our transaction, all right, and as long as it's done with Bitcoin, are open to the whole world to see transparently. Nothing to hide. And how is this possible? Because the ledger of transaction or Excel chart what you used to know, or the server, right, that holds all the record, and in Bitcoin standard now known as the blockchain, are kept in every computer of the Bitcoin network across the globe. So the system has tens of thousands of servers all carrying the same one blockchain ledger. How can hacker hack into tens of thousands of servers or blockchain at the same time to change or delete a record or to steal some record even? Banks and payment gateway through don't copy Bitcoin's blockchain but can never be decentralized, being self-esteem in their own confidence and satisfaction, the competition of I'm better, I'm more worthy, make it impossible to cooperate among themselves to serve the world as one unified body. And competition forces them to be fair to some and unfair to the others, favor the rich and powerful and bias to the poor, resulting in manipulation and corruption. How can such an environment be good for the whole world? To be fair and honest. And the result, the rich always get richer, the poor continue to be poor. Now, we can understand why Bitcoin network system is so much more superior to the existing traditional financial system because of the numerous new innovation of Satoshi Nakamoto, as I described above. Not only one new, so many, fast and cheap, right, through internet. No third party. Don't trust but verify. Only honest transactions are allowed to be processed because of they don't trust a verified system. Decentralized blockchain, impossible to hack after 15 years so far. Open and transparent blockchain for the whole world to justify absolutely. And many more, like proof of work, solving the Byzantine general's problem, notes consensus system, security through mining system, free for anyone to use without asking for permission, etc., etc. These are all new, first and one and only. So many innovation into one Bitcoin system. Now, take a minute to digest and take in the significance of Satoshi's innovation. There may not be another improved financial system better than Bitcoin for another 1,000 years or more. To think about it, it has been 15 years now. If there's anything that can go wrong with Bitcoin, it would have surfaced already with all the big brains scrutinizing the system, from professors to scholars to government to financial analyzer and consultant to renowned traders, investors, all market analysts. None are able to find fault with Bitcoin system up to now. And you may be asking why Bitcoin network has not been adopted by the majority yet if it's so good. Well, nothing in this world is more critical than money, right? We work our whole life because of money. We are afraid to lose that when trying new system. Problem right now that we are facing is the fiat money is losing this value through devaluation and inflation. The fiat money is losing that battle. Everything we buy or need is getting more expensive by the day. Despite that, people are still hesitant to try the new or better system. Question is how long? How much the value of fiat money will go down before people is prepared to accept Bitcoin ecosystem? Also, the authority has not been supportive so far. Obviously, because it meant they lost their sovereign fiat currency, and most of all, Bitcoin cannot be controlled by sovereign government. So how can the government tax the people is the biggest concern. As far as the public is concerned, the institutions are always being held back by the regulation. Now that the Bitcoin ETF is approved, it is still not an open door welcome. Institutions still have to navigate through the legal or regulation complexity to be able to invest in Bitcoin freely. The retail investor have a breath of relief now that Bitcoin ETF is already approved, and they are waiting for institutions to make the first serious move into Bitcoin. And at the moment, we are saying that 3%, which I suspect should be 5% at least, of the world population has already adopted Bitcoin. Everybody is still highly cautious, waiting for each other, waiting for the right time to move. And where money is concerned, no system is of certainty. We are now at the critical point of chasm, C-H-A-S-M, between the early adopter and the early majority adopter. If you observe all the innovations of the ecosystem put up by Satoshi Nakamoto into the Bitcoin network, there's no denying it's a most fantastic ecosystem. I suspect once we cross the chasm, where people see and recognize the need of Bitcoin ecosystem, the Bitcoin network will spur to a new height. By that time, we will be heading towards the millionaire status by simply adopting the Bitcoin ecosystem. The Bitcoin network effect will be so significant that everybody has to be in the Bitcoin network for survival even. Highly possible, right? With all the fiat debasement and devaluation. It's like a melting ice. It's a question of time. We will adopt Bitcoin. Right? Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.